Hey guys, welcome back. Good morning. It's pretty early, not super early. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm on break, and I wanted to. I got a little. I was going through some stuff again last night, finishing cleaning and stuff, and I thought I had an idea for a video, quick little video. Hopefully, probably not quick because I ramble. And if you hear any noise, the people upstairs have company over that apparently they haven't seen in a while, and that's cool. They're having a good time. That's all it is. It's not anybody being moited. um, so yeah, what's the video? I'm gonna do six. It was gonna be initially five, but I'll tell you why six in a minute. Six, uh, I don't know, masculine fragrances, but not overly masculine. Classy, with a touch of maturity to them. But not mature sense. Young guys can wear these to smell uh, more mature than what their years are, but not smell old. You know what I mean? Uh, None of these are super mainstream. A couple of them, you've definitely heard of all of them, I think. But uh, again, these are just kind of under the radar, uh, classic manly scents, I guess. Stuff you can wear that doesn't smell like modern men's fragrances for the most part, but still very pleasing things. Um, let's start out. This is why it's six, because I couldn't do a list like this and not include. I could have done a list like this included nothing but fougères, because fougères are just that. They're classic masculine scents that anybody can wear at any age. You'll smell clean, fresh, soapy, barbershoppy. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So I could have done this whole list on them. I didn't. I only included one barbershop fougere, because the rest of them, some of them are fougères, but they're not barbershoppy. And of course, I could have included, one of my favorites, Jacquard, Azaro, Rive Gauche, Paco Rabanne pour Homme, etc., etc. But I was one I haven't really. I think I talked about a couple times. Might even reviewed. Um, but I do really like it, and it's relatively cheap. That's the thing too. These are all relatively cheap. I didn't pay more than $25 for any of them. So, Sung Home, Alfred Sung. Uh, it's got notes of pine, aldehydes, fir, oak moss. I wrote some of them down here because I'll never fucking remember all of these. Um, Tons of floral. Like I said, it's got carnation, jasmine, rose, geranium, lavender, some juniper and citruses, and it's just a fresh, clean soap like barbershop scent. A lot of people compare it to the smell of Irish Spring soap, and I do get that. It's not a one for one, but there's definitely similarities to Irish Spring. And yeah, performance isn't bad either for the price. I can get a bottle of this like $15, and you know, 4 or 5 sprays, you're set for the whole day, really. At least get you through your work day for the most part. So yeah, and I even like the sprayer. Let me give a spray because I like the sprayer. Yeah, soapy clean. It's definitely got green off the top though. You've got to like that green kind of. Ah, what a smell! It does have an Irish Spring vibe. I don't care what anyone says. It definitely has an Irish Spring vibe to it. Ah, well, I might as well spray the rest of them and get a blast of it too. Um, Next up is DC Blue to DC, whoever you want to call it. I don't know. It's not a blue scent. I say this every time I bring it up. There's always somebody in the comments or somewhere that says, it's not a blue scent. I bought it thinking it was a blue scent. It's not a blue scent. It is a green scent through and through. I mean, it has nice spray too. Boy, what a nice scent. Ooh, mixing with that, it's real nice. It's rosemary, cypress, juniper, citrus, cedar, lavender, more rose, sandalwood, amber, uh, yeah, musk, but a more of an animalistic musk. Not really. I shouldn't say that. More of a just not a white musk. You know, a slightly sweet, musky kind of vibe. Strong, actually, musky kind of vibe. Initially, you are hit with, well, definitely the citrus and the juniper I get right off the top, but that rosemary, cypress, and peppery cedar combo. Yeah, what a scent. What a scent. Again, another good performer to it. 3 or 4 sprays, you're getting an all day out of this one. Uh, highly underrated scent if you like green. This is very green, but not in that modern sense. Like I said, I don't like modern green. I like green scents, but modern green is kind of, you know what I mean? That modern green, that Invictus kind of sweetness to it. It's fresh sweetness that Invictus Aqua has. And the greens are just kind of indiscernible, just kind of green and woody. Not this, man. This isn't old school either. It's not polo green. That's too much even for me nowadays. Although I love it, but that's nostalgia, not wearing it. This is more a nice, crisp, dry, again, very dry green scent. Really, really, that cypress and cedar and juniper are really what I pick up the most from it. And it is very masculine without too much sweetness. There's a hint of sweetness, but yeah, it's not the new modern man green by any stretch of the word. Um, Calvin Klein Encounter. I still say this is going to be a hard one to get in relatively near future, and people are going to pay a lot of money for it. I really do think so. Say, oh, they'll never do that for a Calvin Klein. Look at Crave. Yes, they will. Yes, you guys will. And this is going to be one of them. When it becomes hard, I don't know. It might be getting hard to get now. I don't know. Not the best sprayer, but it'll do. Kind of spritzes more than sprays for the most part, but yeah, it's a boozy and it's cognac and rum and cardamom and citruses right off the top, and then a little pepper comes into play, a little bit into it, and there is a hint of oud there, as I said, but it's not an oudy scent. It's just kind of going with the other woods in the scent, kind of giving it a tiniest hint of oud, but it wouldn't be the same scent without it. Like it really does need that. It's just enough that it would change the profile completely if they put too much in it or took some out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bird? Yeah, just a boozy, woody, slightly spicy scent. Uh, definitely masculine, definitely good if you want to give a air of sophistication. You know what I mean? Um, next is Guess Seductive Blue. What a scent! My goodness, what a scent this is. Um, aquatic notes, or well, marine notes, aquatic notes. Cardamom, pepper, citrus, cashmere, and florals. And there's even a sand note in this, which I had to look up because I had no idea what that. And it's just a mineralic note, kind of like a salt, dirty salt kind of vibe. Um, Basically, this is a freshed up version with a hint of aquatics and salt. A salty, fresh version of La Nuit Alone. Quite honestly, I can't explain it any better than that. If you like La Nuit Alone, you're going to like this. Is it a one for one dupe? Absolutely not. But it's definitely in the ballpark. Quite like right there. Catch your picture. You know what I mean? Like they're right there. And again, give you a class of sophistication. Nice scent to wear during a day and a nice hot day, spring day, any kind of time, really. And we all know how classy La Nuit Alone is. Date night scent. This is kind of the same thing, but maybe a date day scent, you know? So, beautiful scent. Beautiful scent. The knock on that one is performance, and I will say 3 or 4 hours, but that falls in with a La Nuit Alones and stuff like that, and the ones and things. So, and most fresh scents too. So it's not as bad as people say online. See people are, oh, it's a horrible scent. It doesn't last all your 3 or 4 hours. Yet they'll praise La Nuit Alone, the one, or even fresh scents like Artisan Pure, Aqua de Gio, things that last 4, 5, 6 hours too. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. It's not bad for what it is. Um, Next up, I'm upset. I had to spray this one on because I like it. There it is. It wasn't on this one. Yeah, again, Gianfranco Fier Lumo. I'm so upset I didn't buy a bigger bottle. This was like $10 or $15, this little 30 bill, and they had a 100 ml for like $30. And I was like, I don't know about it. I'll get the little one, and I got it home, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting a big bottle. What a nice scent. Again, it's got violet, sandalwood, pepper, cardamom. Seems to be a thing for most of these. That's quite a nice combination. Vanilla and cedar. And it's the peppery cedar again, the woody peppery cedar. And some people say this smells like a sweet, spicy tea, which I get because cardamom, I've said it before 100 times, I'll say it again. Cardamom, when done certain ways, gives a bit of a tea vibe to me. And that's kind of what it does in this. So yeah, that's basically it. It's slightly sweet, more spicy than sweet. So spicy, slightly sweet. Cardamom, really. A lot of violet off the top. It only lasts about 10 minutes. That hint, almost, I'm not going to say Fahrenheit like violet, but very, very noticeable violet. But yeah, now it's kind of just getting into that kind of sweet, spicy tea kind of territory. What a nice scent. What a nice scent. Did I spray this one? I don't think I sprayed this one for you. Very good sprayer. Really upset I didn't get the big bottle now. I don't know how much it is online, but yeah, you pick up that violet right away. Nice scent. And last but not least, I think I've talked about this one before. I don't think I've ever reviewed it. I've only mentioned it in passing, I believe. And I picked it up. It's a French Canadian house, and I picked it up on the border between my province, New Brunswick, and Quebec. Had a little, I don't know if it's a drugstore or whatever, but first I've ever heard of them, and I've done a little research on them, and they're usually, most people seem to like what they make. They just don't make fragrances. They make like soaps and creams and blah, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Kind of like a Bath and Body Works almost. They make candles and stuff too. So, Foreplay Eau de Toilette by Dans in Jardin. Not the best sprayer, but again, it gets the job done. This has notes of citrus, cinnamon, nutmeg, pepper, green, woody kind of notes, spicy notes. It's a green, woody, spicy scent. And very dry, not sweet. I'd say sheepra dry, like just. There's not really a hint of anything sweet, and I'm not picking up anything. The closest would be the cinnamon, and it's more of the cinnamon bark than sugar cinnamon, cooking cinnamon, baking cinnamon. Yeah. And it smells like something, and I hate when that happens. I cannot play, and I've had it for a couple years now, no matter what. At first, I thought it was kind of like opium, and there's, by Yves Saint Laurent, there's bits and pieces, but it's not at all. But it smells like something I've smelled more than once before in my life, years and years ago, and I cannot place it. If you know what it is, let me know. But it's definitely a nice, sharp, dry, spicy, woody, kind of green scent. And it is, if you can get your hands on it, I think it might be a little hard to get anywhere but Montreal area and northern New Brunswick area because it's kind of where it's made. Um, yeah, what a nice scent. Not a bad performer either. You go nose blind real quick. I thought it was a bad performer, but 5, 6 hours into it, and people are telling me, "Oh, I like how you smell," and I can't smell anything. I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you." So yeah, it's one of those scents because of the dry spices. Makes your nose just go, "No, done." So that's it, guys. That's six, maybe a bit under the radar, masculine scents that'll make you smell mature beyond your years if you're a young man, but not old. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.